Yeah, by the time we're done this evening, we'll probably have Than pretty well lit up, so please look forward to the type of conversations we're going to be having in a few more hours. What are you drinking?
This one is the Founder's Breakfast Stout.
Yeah, looks like we got two stouts here. One representing Akron. Which one's that?
That's this guy here, the Hop and Frog Boris the Crusher Oatmeal Imperial Stout. And we got the Founder's Breakfast Stout. So, the person that's talking is my friend Lawson. He was my roommate freshman year. And he and his wife Suzanne are visiting for the weekend. So this is like he mentioned the night before the live sale. Don't kick the mic. Or don't kick the tripod, man.
God, don't kick the tripod.
But
it is a late night Tidal Gardens. So having a few drinks before the live show, we'll see what happens. How's the beer so far?
Beer's good. Yeah, because obviously we're shooting this to give people some background information, just to give an idea of what it looks like. But for the first 5 or 6 live shows that we did, literally every single time it was we don't know what we're doing. Why doesn't this work? It worked last time. Why aren't we seeing a picture coming from the camera? Stuff like that. Why is the audio screwed up? Or we point the camera at something and it's oh boy, that looks horrible. Just horrible, because it has a white background, and so the coral just looks like a black dot in the middle. So yeah, it was just a matter of trying to figure out what works, what doesn't. And sometimes we go away from what works, and then we go and review past footage of previous live shows, and it's oh, we had it right 3 shows ago. We need to go back and do whatever we did back then, because now what we have looks like crap. So yeah, a lot of it is just kind of figuring it out on the fly.
Okay.
I mean, there's really no roadmap to this. Doing the live show for the 2-3 hours that we run it, that's the fun part, that's the easy part. That has historically been the smoothest part of the entire operation. Everything before that is the time-consuming part. The number one most difficult thing is just picking corals. You would think that on average we pick maybe 120 to 150 corals every single time. Okay, that's nothing. We have thousands of corals to pick from. Actually picking out 150 corals takes the longest time, because we look at our greenhouse, and when the first thought that goes through everybody's head is, there's no corals here. Every single time it's oh boy, there's nothing here. We have no corals that we can sell.
All right, so we are now the night before. Do you have your corals picked out already?
Yes.
How many corals are going up tomorrow?
125.
And how long did it take you to pick them out?
3 hours probably.
All
it's
right.
ridiculous. It's
what makes these corals? What are you looking for when you're looking for corals to put up on sale on the live sale?
Mainly, we want stuff that looks good. Obviously, this entire hobby is aesthetic, so we want stuff that looks good, but also we want again a nice distribution of stuff that appeals to people that are just looking for some bargains, and stuff that's going to be really, really high end for the collector types, because there's really the hobby's very polarizing in that way. You got people that will literally spend cost no object stuff, and they're not interested in anything other than the super rare stuff, or you get the people that just want to hit the discount bin. And historically, Tidal Gardens is not really a discount bin type place. It's kind of art gallery-ish. So we try to steer more towards the higher end stuff when possible. But I mean, a live show, part of the appeal of it is that a lot of stuff is discounted. So a lot of the folks that we attract are kind of looking for a better deal on our regular stuff. So we kind of have that little distribution of the cheap stuff with the expensive stuff.
Do you Oh, there we go.
See?
And
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah.
So, how many people does it take to put on the live show? How many people do you have working behind the scenes with you?
That's always a little bit of an adventure too. So we have obviously, and it's been different the different times that we've done it. Before, I used to operate the camera, and I would operate the camera with a mic in my hand, and I would actually have to move the camera around myself. My worker at the time, Ben, he's my full-time employee. He would be like the person that handled chat. He would manage all the overlays. He would basically be like the director, while I would be the camera person and like the person talking. Later, it transitioned to me doing all like the directing stuff. So I'm like doing all the overlays. We incorporated like a green screen thing, so now I'm actually visible on the stream, and somebody else has to operate the camera. And to make it more smooth, we actually put the camera on a motorized slider. So that person now has to, in addition to operating the camera, has to operate like a motorized slider. And so you have those two people, right? Obviously me, and then you have the camera person. That means that somebody else has to moderate chat, because I do not want chat to degrade down into like some completely toxic thing, because I just know like YouTube in general is a hella toxic community full of trolls, and you need to ban people real fast. So right now our stream is like small and manageable, but it is like this far away from being like troll central. So I make it a point to like ban somebody every single show. And I actually, right now, since it's kind of manageable, I enjoy the trolls, because I enjoy banning trolls more than they enjoy trolling me right now.
Do you have, are there certain trolls who always show up? Have you noticed some
they're
of
all
the same
banned.
names?
I think they stay banned. Like I think like YouTube, because you can't just make an anonymous account. It's all tied into like YouTube and Google and everything, so they know who you are. And if I ban you, I don't think you're coming back. So anyway, so I have people moderating chat, and so the person that's chatting with people, it's never me. It's either like Robbie, who's like actually a customer of mine. He doesn't get a paycheck. He just hangs out. Or it's like my mother, or actually this weekend it's going to be your wife, Suzanne, is going to be moderating chat. She's a lawyer, and I told her to ban everybody. So she has...
Be nice on chat tomorrow.
Yes, be nice, be nice. She's not a quarrel person.
What are some of the craziest YouTube comments you've seen on your channels?
I love the ones that that's making some reference to me being a homosexual. I love those. So every now and again, somebody says I'm gay. That's hilarious. One person that I banned...
It's the internet. What are you going to do?
It's the internet. If you ever make a YouTube video and you haven't been like called gay yet, you just haven't made it. That's the rule. Like you have to get to that point in time, and that's how you know you made it. When people on YouTube are making gay slurs in your direction. No, but the somebody in the last live sale, like threw in something like super like creatively racist before I banned him. It was something like, "I bet you eat dogs and cats." I'm like, that's pretty clever. Banned. So yeah, I mean, you get some pretty interesting stuff.
Oh,
I love it. Like I'm super like thick-skinned about that stuff now. I'm still gonna ban you because I'm not gonna let you ruin like the chat community, the chat experience. But I get it. It was funny.
So, do you do a script the night before? I mean, do you map out what you're gonna say?
Oh hell no! At this point, it's a very fluid show. So it's a lot of it's just driven by chat. But so I cover like the cursory type information, and then it gets into like a deeper conversation with people specific to what they're really interested in, and that's very chat driven.
So it's important to get good participation from the people who are watching. So if you're make sure that you log on, participate in the live sale, put in a lot of comments. It definitely makes it a more interesting show.
Yeah, I mean that's how the whole thing is driven, and you know, I mean, if you think about it, where else are you going to be able to get like this level of, I guess, contact with people? You know, like there's no other forum that's going to be giving you that kind of access to information. And it's not just like, oh, I'm such an expert. It's not even that. People in chat answer each other's questions. You know, like I don't have like the whole compendium of the aquatic experience here. Like there's plenty of things that I just don't know anything about. Like people will ask about a certain product. It's like never used it, but there's plenty of other people in chat that have, and they can respond. So I mean, it's there's a lot of benefits, obviously, just to being there and participating, and now that I figure out how to actually show the chat on the screen, that is also like a really cool thing. So when people later on watch the video, they can actually have some context to what I'm talking about, because in the past.
We are back. Tidal Gardens after dark. What are we drinking now right now?
This might be Silk Porter.
Yeah, we're trying to figure this out. I don't know. So what are some of the YouTube channels you like to watch?
See, that's another thing. Like, okay, I don't watch any reef-related video channel. None. Like, I watch a little bit of Miss Saltwater Tank because I consider her a friend, and so I watch her stuff. I kind of like keep tabs on like a little bit of Thomas Brown, a little bit of George's channel, which is like Coral Fish 12G, I think. Big for friendly reasons, like purely friend. But when it comes to actually getting like inspiration to do videos and stuff like that, the last thing in the world I want to do is to watch another reef aquarium channel. I have no interest in that whatsoever. So a lot of the stuff that I watch, and a lot of the things that I get inspiration from, is a lot of movie channels and video game channels. Like, I think that those two areas are kind of at the forefront of video creation in a way that also engages the audience directly. And so, for example, this entire live show concept is a very video game thing. It's a very Twitch.tv thing. Like, actually, Lawson and I were talking about doing some kind of streaming thing to play video games, but we suck now.
That's true.
We're almost 40 years old.
Yeah, and that's coming up, but you know, these esports, you sit there and you watch what they're doing on League of Legends or Dota. I just can't compete at that level.
No, like the peak age is about 17. So we're, what, 13 years past prime? No, you're not gonna, no. Source. So I need a wired internet connection, because if it's not a wired connection, what happens is like Wi-Fi, it's not reliable for broadcast. So I already lamented my internet situation. Using Wi-Fi makes it that much worse. So whenever possible, I want to use an Ethernet connection. Problem is, these newer Apple laptops don't have a dedicated Ethernet port, so I have to use a Thunderbolt adapter to Ethernet, and that's just an additional 2 points of contact that could also fail. And unfortunately, it does regularly also fail.
Sound check.
Sound check. The cats did not chew all the way through my cables. I shouldn't even say cast. I know exactly which one does it.
I really think you only have yourself to blame.
Cat figured out that that's the only thing that gets me up in the morning, is when she starts chewing on the cables. Temperature is controlled by this dial here. Okay. So this green thing that you're seeing, it's called a waveform. And as you move it, see how like it basically measures the dark areas and the light areas. Yeah. You want to make sure that's between like 0 to about 3, so this is a little bit bright right now. You can kind of dial it down or dial it up. It's just a tool. If the screen looks good, it's probably fine. Okay. And sometimes I'll call it, could you lighten that up a little bit? Okay. So that's just, lightening or darkening this guy. Gotcha. So like this is a little bit bright. That's about it. So that's kind of just the general camera operations. That's going to be this dial here. Yep.
I'm just gonna leave peeking on. That's pretty cool. I think it'll work.
The other thing that you can do is you can leave this guy at 8, so you get like the most.
Oh, okay, I see it down. Yeah. Okay.
So that will get the most of this quality focus. And it's like really close by. It's like.
Take them to like the Walmart of veterinary.
No, it's great. It's like it's walk-in. It's cheap. The vet is like super cute.
I see now.
We have an internal bet on how many people in the band in any particular broadcast. So now we're drinking the Hop and Frog Silk Porter. Pretty good. Pretty good. The worst thing about this is we're going to be going to Hop and Frog Brewery like right after this. So let's get this done with. All right, what number are we in? 78?